Well, good morning, viewers. Good morning. And it's a nice looking day today. That blue sky, sun, no clouds, no wind, no rain, no snow. So a quick early start this morning to the Sunday fireside chat. So I'm going to continue on later today. This is just a quick beginning for the morning here. Things are greening up here, that's for sure. Trees haven't, well, I guess they are starting to bud, but you don't see that green tinge off of them yet. Anyway, that'll come. And I'll show you what we have for weather here this morning. At the moment we're at 7 degrees Celsius, which isn't too bad. Little chilly maybe, but. And it's 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are from the west at 14 kilometers an hour, so you really don't feel any wind. Today is going to be 12 and sunny. And look at that for tomorrow. See, look at that. Monday, April 22nd. Flurries. I kind of do if we get any flurries, but still winter here, or it can be. Anyway, not too bad of a week. A little bit of stuff. There's more flurries there on the 25th. Look at that. Champions. Temperatures are just going to stay kind of hovering like that for the next month, I'd say. Anyway, today is going to be a nice day. So I went to do something here this morning. I have to go and find bits and pieces and lawnmower stuff for that tractor that we put the engine in yesterday. So I went to move Mr. Cab here, and stone dead. Wouldn't even click. So I don't know what's going on there. It hasn't been all that long since it was running. Anyway, put the charger on it. And some of the lawn mowing parts are down there. You can see that piece right by the floor there with the little cutout in the metal. That's a bumper that goes into the front of the tractor. And then beside it, I believe that's the other mule deck part that I'm looking for. And bits and pieces in there. One thing I don't know where it would be is the belt to run from the engine to the deck. Anyway, we'll get back at you a little bit later today. All right, we're back in the garage this afternoon now, and I'm going to see if the Mr. Cab will start up today and go out, and then I can continue looking for my mowing parts. probably should just kind of, as I was going to do anyway, continue on with battery charging. I did that, I don't know, a month or two ago. I kind of went around and did all the charging on all the tractors and all the batteries that I had stored here. So I may continue that route today. Anyway, for now, we're going to see if the tractor will start and we'll move it out. So, don't really know why it went dead because there was nothing left on. So, that kind of indicates that the battery is no good, I guess. So, I'm going to be in for a battery for the winter. This one just sits idle through the summer because it doesn't do any grass cutting or ground tilling or anything like that in the spring and summer and fall. So it's only a winter tractor now. All right, let's see what we got here. Well, that's good. Started up anyway. Yeah. There now, so that's good. So I started up, so I'll kind of show you what I'm looking for, I think, over here. And even though it's reasonably nice out and I got the door wide open, I still got the fire going. Nice to have a little heat if you want it. So I think it's only 53 degrees in here, I think. Oh, it's up to 56 now, so well, I better show you, I guess. 56. Still too cold. It's got to be at least 10 to 15 degrees warmer than that for my liking. All right, let's see if we can see anything in here. Now, I was talking to my son this morning, and I was kind of trying to figure out how long it's been since this tractor that we put the engine in yesterday. How long has it been since we cut grass with it? So, we figured out that it's at least 10 years or so since this tractor that we're going to use this year for cutting grass, hopefully. It's been quite a while since it's cut grass. So. Alright, there's two pieces there anyway. Now, what I don't know is where the belt is for it. Usually I leave the belt with it. The unit, this unit here, and this belt is for this John Deere tractor. So the only other place I can think of where the belt would be is with the deck. And then if it's not there, then I'm going to have to do some searching. Anyway, it could be in this here in my belt section. And it could be hanging up there in that corner. And it could be over here hanging up with those belts. Or it could be back there up on top of that black mowing deck with the belts up there hanging. So, lots of looking. That's the thing, right? You gotta do a lot of time looking and trying to find things. That's the thing around doing this stuff. And of course, when we last used it, of course, I don't know. I could have known where I put it all. I certainly can't remember now after 10 years. Anyway, the deck we're going to put on is a 50-inch deck, and the horsepower is a little bit low for that maybe. Really should have a 42-inch deck. But anyway, we're not in a grass cutting race, so we'll just kind of take our time, and that'll be all right, I think. So I'm hoping to get the tractor home this week for that mowing deck, and maybe get the tractor home for this mowing deck. This tractor will be going to my son's place for summer storage, and it will get used to push cut rounds to the splitter when that starts to happen, like I did last year with Hurricane Fiona wood. That was pretty slick. You just take a little bit at a time and push it over to the wood splitter, and saves a lot of back work trying to pick up rounds and move them. So I do believe if you went back, into August, September, or July maybe, or whatever, there is videos of that tractor pushing the rounds towards the splitter. So I just had to basically turn around, pick up the round, and set it on the splitter. It worked out quite well. So another thing to show you. Well, you remember or know that this engine that was on here and the things that I was using this bench for are now gone. And the engine that was sitting there that is now in the tractor is empty here. I just got to put a few things away. And so that kind of cleans up that spot down there, kind of, where those two engines were sitting for the last 6 months. And I did put that other engine I was taking parts off of for this number 10 engine. I put that engine there. And I have to do a little rearranging here with some stuff. It's amazing the stuff that you keep. You really should just heave it out. But it can come in handy. It can come in handy, and that does happen here. Keep all the junk. You just never know what you're going to need. There's a good 10 horsepower Briggs engine with a starter generator on it. That come off of a National reel mower. And now that I think of that, that reel mower had two reels on the back and two reels on the sides that would lift and lower, and then one reel on the back so that they will overlap. And I wouldn't doubt that it was it'd have to be a 5 to 6 foot reel mower. So a 10 horsepower motor running that, I guess I shouldn't really have too much trouble with a 50-inch deck with the Kohler 10 horsepower. Anyway, that's a good engine right there, but I have no use for it. Works, charges, been sitting there for probably 8 years, so more than likely the carburetor would need to be cleaned in it, but other than that, it's a good running engine. Oh, I did put a new regulator on it at the time, because the other regulator had water in it and everything was rusted and corroded. After I did that, it charged fine. Alright, what else we got going on here? Oh, and this here that I found and thought that was a great thing, well, I didn't need it. I guess my son had one over at his place that was on the 14 engine that was in the tractor. So that engine there had all the air cleaner stuff on it. So anyway, so I'll have to put that away again somewhere. And I got on to wood thinking here, so I got all the wood that was here. I've got it all stacked here. And I think I mentioned I got that fixed there. The cabinet's fixed up, so my thinking is now I'm going to start taking the wood from outside, just the other side of that wall there, and start piling it in here. And my other thought, and it was a new thought, I guess, but as I'm piling the stuff from outside, I'll randomly throw that stuff in with it. And then that'll be all on that wall, and that won't get burned until probably into March of next year sometime, I'd say. So that's that. And what else do I got to do? Oh yeah, I got to start charging these batteries. There's 2 batteries in there. These 3 tractors, and that one tractor needs the battery charged. That one shouldn't need it because the Kohler engine charged that one up the other day. And I might charge this fella here too. Alright, so now I gotta get the sharpest knife on YouTube. And you know what that means. It's sticker time. I got a couple of stickers here. Or a couple of envelopes, but I'm pretty well sure there's stickers in them. And I just kind of set these up here. What am I going to do? Maybe I have to go back a bit, do I? See if I can move this thing without too much mayhem. There. All right. I'll turn the studio light on. I think I forgot that the last time. I still didn't get Kenny's sticker glued on or stuck on here yet. It just keeps coming off there for some reason. Anyway. Alright, so we got two this week. Two. Now, I don't know which one to open first. I don't want to get anybody annoyed at me. So I'm opening who's first, but anyway, I guess hopefully it doesn't matter to anybody. So I think I'll do this one here first. All right, sharpest knife on YouTube. Dave at RCA Polar Express may have the fancy knife, but I got the sharpest. There now. Okay, now pull this out here. Now this fella here, keep that. There now, look at that. I got a nice card here. Advice from a penguin. Dive into life, find warmth among friends, appreciate snow days, maybe. Take long walks, and I can't do that anymore. Stand together, go the extra mile, and keep your cool. I'm working real hard at doing that. All right, here we go now. Noel, thank you for all your support of my channel. Wish we were closer. Would love to grab a coffee with you. Yes, that'd be great. I'd like to meet up with a lot of different YouTube people and be able to have a sit-down coffee and a chat, or maybe a snack somewhere. That'd be kind of fun to do. And it is John Bradley. Well, thanks very much for the card, John. I'll certainly will be keeping that. Very nice. So John just got into doing stickers, and just got them made, I guess. So we'll show you this sticker. This is a nice sticker. There now. The Bradleys on Catbird Hill. Established 1790. Nice sticker, John. Now we're going to put John here somewhere today. Where are we going to put John at? John does a lot of stuff on his property there. I think he's got a fairly good sized property. I got to get a razor blade, and that's all there is to that. Razor blades are your friend when you're trying to open up these stickers. That's for sure. Just like that, you can find the edge and get it open. All right. Just excuse me just for a second here. We get John put on the board here. Now, where are we going to put John here? I think we're going to go. I'm going to run out of room, ain't I? I think we're going to go right in there. Make sure I got it straight if I can. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's a great sticker, John. I like it. I like it. John's channel. He's got a lot of wood that is dead or has to come down, and some of it is down, I think. And the property is fairly hilly in places, so it's a little rough for him to get to wherever he needs to go to get these trees. And then there was the last video, I think it was there. I can't remember what the stuff was, but it was like vines growing everywhere. And he was trying out a new cutting blade on like a weed whacker kind of thing that could take metal blades to cut this stuff. So he's got. It was quite a good idea, that blade that he got. It seemed to work really well, and I kind of commented that it would be dandy for cutting down raspberry bushes if you didn't want them anymore. You could kind of go right in, and the cutter had a metal plate with U's cut out of the end of it, and then the blade swung in underneath that, so you could kind of catch a bunch of stuff at once, and then the blade would kind of cut it off. So that was a neat thing. But anyway, John's got quite a rough terrain there, and it's not as easy for him to get around to get to the trees and this and that. So he has to do a lot of manual work to get the stuff out to where he can get the tractor at it. Has a nice Kubota tractor, and he's got a toolbox for the front and for the back, I think, where he can take his tools and chainsaws and whatever he needs to where he's going. So he does cut up some wood and splits it, and has a roadside stand, and he's fixing up a wood splitter that he had got, and he's made additions and modifications to that, and it looks like it's going to work out real well for him. And I believe he has an Echo chainsaw. Correct me if I'm wrong here, John, on that, but anyway, I think it's just I'm sorry if I get things wrong, but it's just so hard to remember everybody's channel and what they do in it and what they have on it. Yeah, so he's got a nice chainsaw there for cutting stuff up. He does like splitting wood with an axe, but and he's got a good axe there too. Now I can't remember what the name of that is, but it's a 5.5 pound maul for splitting wood, and it's a nice looking axe, that's for sure. But he did do a video just shortly ago too about that. He had split up a piece of wood with this axe. Yeah, John's got a great channel there. I like watching that one. That's a dandy. So I guess we'll move on to the next one, and we'll see you later, John. We'll hope to see you on your next video. And the next one here is another one, of course. Now I'll have to apologize again. I haven't watched a whole lot of this channel, and I hope to watch more. And now this fella has a bad back like myself, but I would say his must be worse than mine because he's had surgery where I have never had surgery. But anyway, he's creative as to what he does and how to get the wood to where he wants to process it. So he's got a neat table there where he cuts up the wood, and he's got a Wolf Ridge vertical splitter. I guess that's something new that he got here just lately. And he has I believe it's a case, a skid steer for moving logs around. And yeah, well, there's one thing about doing wood. If you've got a bad back, you got to do some thinking to gear up things to make it easier for you to do that wood. One thing I found was I just made some picaroons, and those are great. Those help a lot. Anyway, I'll have to get to watch more of this channel. But, it's getting there's so many good channels to watch. Holy cats, it's hard to get all in on all of them, that's for sure. And remember, like I said, what everybody has and what everybody's got and does. And anyway, this channel is, we'll take the sharpest knife on YouTube again and open her up. See how sharp that is? Look at that. Let's go. And always away from yourself. Never pull the knife towards you. Always away. I can remember my mother telling me that. So, what do we got in here now? What do we have in here? Oh, we've got another card. Look at that now. There now. A nice card and a nice letter here too. Thanks, Noel. Looking forward to getting to know you better. And I don't know if I should say that or not. Well, anyway, I'll just leave that at that for now. And he's got quite a nice long letter here. I'll read that in a little bit. But that's the colorful front on the letter. Well, my apologies on the video. I forgot to watch the time, and the thing timed out on me and stopped. So where I was at, I guess I'll try and remember what I was going to say and what I was going to do. Anyway, so it was Club Dora that I was talking about there. So I just got that sticker there on Friday, and I think Alan got mine on Friday also. So thanks very much, Alan. I didn't really want to say everything that was in that letter. I didn't know if you want me to tell people your age or not. Some people are kind of whatever you call that, about letting everybody know what their age is. Anyhow, thanks, Alan. I'm sorry I didn't get to do the proper thing that I kind of try and do for everybody's channel there. Anyhow, I'm certainly not a professional at doing this camera work, that's for sure. Anyway, and I went through all the stickers here like I normally always do, and but I'm not going to do it again. Anyway, just have a look at those channels. There was lots of good videos out this week on most of them, and take a look at Club Dora channel. They do a lot of firewood there, and they have different ways of how they do it because of certain situations, and I'm going to try and watch more of that because like I say, you try and watch all the channels, and holy cats, you just can't do it all. I've got so many nice channels I'd like to watch. It's just hard to do. Not enough time. Anyhow, give Alan a look there in the Club Dora. And the other one that I had today was the Bradleys on Catbird Hill. That's a great channel. I like that one too. He's got good information on different things and how he's looking after his land and things, and great channel. And they're all great channels. This fella here doesn't know what he's doing half the time, but he's trying. Anyway, there we go. There's another Sunday afternoon fireside chat in the books. So we still have our fire going, and we have the door wide open with the sunshine outside. Anyway, I'm going to try and get the tractor back in, and that's going to be it for today. Thanks very much for watching, and thanks to the new subscribers. I got a few new ones. That's great. And have a great week wherever yous are at and whatever yous are doing. Goodbye now.